Hello, everybody. Diana here. Welcome in. It's Monday. It's kind of a no makeup Monday for me. I've just been working on quilting and all kinds of stuff today, and I think I have a cold. I don't know what else the nose thing could be. Maybe allergies. I don't know. But welcome in today. I just wanted to bring you this fun little video today. I was going to do it over the weekend, and then I got busy with so many other things. But I wanted to bring you this video, a little shop haul video, some fabric and goodies that I got. Now, when I say shop haul, I could mean that I traveled 2 or more hours to a shop. But for me, a lot of times I shop haul online because I live kind of out in a rural area. And it's a little bit harder for me to find places to shop that I don't have to drive to, right? So I got some fabrics that I want to share with you. And I got kind of a new, we'll just call it a goodie. And I'll show you what it is in a minute. And those of you that are into all kinds of embroidery, especially Kimberbell, will love it. It's guess what? It's an organizational tool. Some of you might have seen it. But anyway, I wanted to start out showing you a fabric that I got. I got this at my girlfriend's quilt shop.com. And I'll list that below in the description. And I believe I either found this in their backing section online or I found it in their clearance section. And let me tell you what it is. It is a backing kit from some project that they did, I guess. But it's like 1.5 yards or so of the cutest winter fabric. I love it. Isn't that darling? Look at the ice skate with the flowers. Isn't it cute? And the little person with the scarf and all of that, that's so me in the winter. Let me tell you who this fabric is by. It is by the designer Sandy Gervais, so I bet a bunch of you know who Sandy is. It's called Arrival of Winter. Perfect. And I love it because that main color in there is kind of a deeper version of that eau de Nil blue that I love so much, that light minty blue. But it's by Sandy Gervais from 2023. So you should be able to still find the fabric. They just happened to have cut it because it was a backing for a project they did. For Riley Blake Designs. The SKU number C13522. So if you love that, and I'm going to be putting together a project for us, probably just a fun project for December, late November, December timeframe. And I'm going to be using this fabric, I believe, for it because I've been getting some requests for some more edge-to-edge and quilting scenarios. So even though we're going to be doing some piecing, the project that I'm going to do with this, it's also going to be about the quilting as well. So the set you'll get will have piecing and quilting and all of that in it. Because this is so stinking adorable. I don't want to cut this. Now I could, remember recently we did the fussy cutting, and I'll link that at the end of this video, the fussy cutting, because all these little pieces could be easily fussy cut. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe that'll be part of it as well. And don't forget, you can get your fussy cut templates for just $1 over at our website. So grab those. I know some of you have, and then you could fussy cut something like this. But I wanted to tell you about that fabric in case you want to find it, because you'll be able to use it in the project that we have coming up. Now, speaking of fabric, kits and stuff like that, there is here on our channel under the post section, or it might say community, but it's just the static posts like you would see like on a Facebook or something. There is a poll about whether or not you all like the idea of fabric kits for our quilt alongs. Now, we did not do a fabric quilt for the one that starts on Friday, but I want to get more of an idea from you all about how you feel about them. So please go look at that and vote in the poll. Okay. So now the next thing I want to show you is also fabric, and I'll link it at the bottom as well. So a few weeks ago, I told you I ordered the big backing panel of Tula Pink called Elizabeth. So let me show you the original Elizabeth fabric. Here it is. That was the fabric. This is not one of her very first collections, but it was one of her earlier collections. And I had already been using some of her fabric. And she came out with this collection called Elizabeth for Elizabeth I, Queen of England, right? Not the Elizabeth II that just passed a year ago, the first Queen Elizabeth. And she had done this portraiture idea, the face, and there were like bigger ones as well. And I know I still have some of that fabric, but this was the easiest one. I could show you her full face and everything and what it looked like on camera. And I fell in love with it. The idea of Tula's portrait pieces, if that's all she ever did, I'd be thrilled, because I adore her portrait pieces and I love this one. Now, there is a place, I think it's called I Heart Pink or I Heart Tula Pink. I'll link it below, who takes some of these portrait pieces or some of the more popular fabrics in her collection, and they turn them into these great big backing pieces. I'm sorry, I'm not putting that on the back of a quilt. That's going on the front of the quilt, and then it's hanging on my wall because I love it. I love this as the front of a quilt for the quilt itself. I think it's gorgeous. These are a great way to make really good throw size quilts. So like I have a pile of this type of quilt out in the living room at night. People just grab the quilt. Some of the nieces, nephews or whatever come over and they have their favorites. And so they're like, oh, I want my, Superman quilt or whatever. Because I do it with all kinds of stuff. But these big panels work out perfectly. And I know I have somebody who's going to want this one. But this one is Auntie Diana's because it's not going anywhere. So my panel came in the mail over the weekend. And I just love it. I love it. I love it. Let's see if I can get her. This is why I wanted to show it to you in the small, because it's kind of hard to show the whole panel. But it's the whole panel. The whole big panel is that portraiture piece of Elizabeth I. Hang on, there we go. You can see her a little bit better. So it's that whole big piece, and this will make a big, beautiful throw quilt. And the fabric on these panels is the sateen fabric that Tula uses for her backing fabrics. So it's all cotton. It's beautiful though. It's like a really good sheeting almost, because of that sateen finish to it. It's just incredible. I mean, it's so soft and lovely and beautiful. So I can't wait to put this together. I think this is probably something I might work on over the holidays, when I have a little bit of time to myself. So this one, in case you want to know, is design number 3478787, designed by Tula Pink, custom printed on organic cotton sateen. So I'm just telling you what this says on here. I'll list all of this, like I said, below with the link. And when you go to that website, you can pick. And the reason I was able to get this one, I didn't know it was out yet, because I have several of the other portraiture pieces. I love them. They are not inexpensive, okay? They're not like a $25 shop haul type of thing. They can be as much as, I think, $125 or so. But remember, that's your whole front of your quilt. All you have to do is slap on some backing and batting and bind it, and you're done. So if you were going to make a quilt that size, you'd be spending that kind of money probably. Or if you were going to be buying your backing fabric, and you had to buy that much of it, you might not spend that much for your backing, but because it's Tula, because it's the big piece, it's well worth the money. And that sateen fabric is gorgeous. But that's what the whole panel looks like, is the Elizabeth print. Oh, I just love it. Oh, I love it. So that's probably going to be my Christmas time for me to do some quilting for myself, which I do very little of anymore. But boy, I can't wait to do this one. I've been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. So that was a real treat. And I got it when they were on sale. They might still be on sale. There might be different ones on sale, but this place has a whole mess of them out there. So go and look at them if you're a Tula fan. Go look even if you're not a Tula fan, because there are some of them out there that even if you're not somebody who normally is as crazy about Tula pink fabric as I am, you're going to probably find something you like. All right, my last shop haul item that I wanted to share with you. So you all have probably seen these before. They're cases and they hold USBs. I have 5 of these full, okay? And they're all filled with my smaller ones. These are designs I've created and what I do, which is a little, it's an organizational thing for me, but like one whole set of what I've designed is on each one. I don't like fill them all up, because although I have them backed up, if anything ever went wrong with this, I wouldn't want to lose everything on it, right? But I also have all of these, and these were ones that were specific when Kimberbell started doing USBs versus the CDs. So you might have them, they look like that, and then they'll tell you what it's for. This was the Summer Nights event. So I have tons of these here, and once I do something of Kimberbell's, I don't go back and redo it. Well, I've never gone back and redone any of the major projects. But I might someday, or someday I might want to take part of it, or my niece or my bestie might want to borrow it someday and make something for themselves. I hope that's okay, Kimberbell. Because some of these, once they're done, right? So I don't want to lose these or get rid of these. And so I was thinking about buying another box just for those. But then again, I'd run into this thing where I'd have all this empty space, because I want to just store these for now in the storage closet right there. So what I found, and some of you may have seen this already, this also came from my girlfriend's quilt shop, but anybody who sells Tula Pink, any shop, probably has them or can get them for you. But it's the Kimberbell USB case. It's super cute too, because it's got the little beehive and the bees on it. It's in that sunny, cute yellow. I think it's just really pretty. Now the item number on here, in case somebody needs to order it for you, this can be really helpful. I know one shop I go to, they hate looking stuff up, but if you can give them the product number, they're perfectly cool with it. Don't get me started. But this product number is K, D as in Diana, M as in marvelous, R as in rings, like rings on your finger. So KDMR 158. 158. Okay, so KDMR 158. It's this case. Now let's look at it. Let's open it up. Okie dokie, and it's got the little thing. And see, on the back it says USB case. Store your machine embroidery flash drives in a Kimberbell USB case. Our storage pouch is thick, fully lined, and features wide elastic bands that securely hold up to 32 drives. Slip each one into its place, then zip the pouch up with the sturdy zipper. And I love the Kimberbell. Like, our line here is so life beautiful. I love Kimberbell's experience, the joy of creativity. I love that too. That's fantastic. Alrighty, so let's just slip the cardboard off the sleeve. And it does have a really nice heavy duty zipper on it. And of course it says Kimberbell down there at the bottom. And then when you open it up, that's what it looks like on the inside. Now, I think they're saying you could put any of your USBs in here. They call them flash drives. They're called USB drives, anything like that. So let me see. Yes, you can put your small ones in there. So if you just need something and you want it cute and you want it to be all about embroidery and stuff, just get yourself the Kimberbell one instead of some ugly little black box like I've got. But yes, you could put that in there for sure. The small ones fit. But the reason I got it was because it's really hard to find something for these guys. Now, instead of putting it in there with the Kimberbell logo on showing, I'm going to put it in there with the event showing, so it'll be easier to see. And there it goes. See, that fits really nicely. Let's put another one in here. So can I do them top to bottom? Let's see. Well, two of them stack really nicely. So two of the long ones will stack really nicely on there. Okay. And yes, it is a little bit padded, plenty padded for what you're going to need. This will be great too if you're going to events. That way, if you need to bring them with you, or if you want to bring them with you. Now I have one here from something I did at OESD, which doesn't tell me what the event was, so I'll stick it on the other side. But you could definitely get, well, it says 32 of drives in here, so I'm just filling mine up. I know I've got a couple that are still in their original little bags from the projects, from the events that I haven't put in here yet. So I'll have to dig those out and get them all in here. But this is going to look good. And I'm just filling it as we're talking and here is one of the ones from one of the Bella boxes. This is the Handmade Holiday one. I will say, I think it was that Handmade Holiday one of Kimberbell's. Boy, I did a lot of stuff. Somebody sold some kits for one of the items, and I made like 24 of those items because I gave them as Christmas presents, and stocking stuffers and stuff. Alrighty, so I know I have more of them in another box, but for now, wow, doesn't that look nice? And so I put them with the name facing outward. That way I can easily see which one they are. This one was OESD, and this one was one of mine. And because it's longer, I'm still going to put it in there. Then I just fold it up, zip it, and now I can store this on a shelf in my storage closet, and nothing's going to happen to these. And I know it's in a nice cooler area. So now I've regained that much space in my box for my design files. If you ever become a digitizer and a designer, just order yourself 10 of these things off of Amazon, because you find out you really use them. But that's my shop haul for this past weekend, and I just wanted to share it with you because don't you love sharing like the cool stuff you find when you shop for your fabric and your goodies? I'm even putting my little case back on here too, or my little sleeve back on here, and I'll probably even put it back in the plastic unless it rips on me. And it's going to be, yeah, that's not going to work. Okay, but I'll keep it like this. That way I'll know, and I'll probably even write on here, just Kimberbell or something like that, or I'll know that this is just my Kimberbell stuff. So that was my shop haul. I just wanted to come and say hi on Monday, show you some of my fabric and goodies that I got. Hope you're all well. 5 days, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, until you got it, the quilt along begins. So we are going to start doing each day I'm going to do a countdown day, because Friday is the day, ladies and gentlemen, where we're going to start our quilt along. See, I'm losing my mind. If you haven't checked it out yet, there's a new video out, which is kind of a countdown and check off kind of a video for everything you need so far and all to get ready. If you haven't watched that one yet, give it a watch, because after today, you only got 4 days until that first video comes out. And I want you all to be prepared so that you can just sit down and start making your squares. All right, everybody. Don't forget, if you need to contact me, you can do that at support@sewuncommon.com. But I would really love it if you would subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. I know a lot of you have. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. But I also know there's a lot of you out there that haven't clicked the subscribe button yet. Go ahead and click it. And then click the little bell so you can get notified. That way you are officially a part of the Sew Uncommon family. You'll always know when stuff comes out. You'll always know what we're doing. And that doesn't mean you have to watch the video each day as they come out, or every couple days as they come out. You can, if you watch all your videos on the weekend, wait and watch them all on the weekend. That's cool. But subscribe so you know when they come out. And so it's kind of in the back of your brain. Oh, yeah, there's something from Sew Uncommon. I should check it out. We certainly appreciate it from the bottom of our hearts. Go ahead and do that if you wouldn't mind. And until next time, everybody, have a great week. Get ready for the quilt along and sew life beautiful. Bye now.